The street was too quiet. Oliver didn't turn immediately.
He didn't need to. He already knew.
Footsteps behind him.
Slow, controlled, familiar.
You always did this, the voice said. A pause.
Walk away like it was nothing.
Oliver exhaled slowly, his jaw tightening.
Then he turned.
The man standing a few steps away looked older, sharper, colder.
But the eyes hadn't changed.
They never did. You took your time, Oliver said quietly. The man smiled just a little. 6 years is a long time to disappear. A beat.
Or did you think we stopped looking? They stood there, facing each other under the dim streetlight.
No sudden movements, no raised voices, just tension. You shouldn't have come here, Oliver said. The man tilted his head slightly. And missed the wedding? That landed harder than anything else.
Oliver's expression shifted just for a second.
And that was enough.
You really thought you could build a life? The man continued, calm, almost amused.
A house, a routine, a woman who has no idea who you are. Oliver stepped closer. Loud voice now. This doesn't involve her. A quiet laugh. It involves everything.
You don't understand, Oliver said.
I left. I'm done. The man shook his head slowly.
No, Oliver, you paused.
Silence. You don't leave something like us, he continued. You survive it, for a while. A car passed in the distance. Neither of them looked.
You remember London? The man asked.
Oliver didn't answer. Of course you do. A small smile. The job, the mistake. That word again. Mistake.
But this time it felt heavier. You think we forgot what happened that night? The man said softly.
Oliver's eyes hardened. It wasn't my call.
No, the man replied.
It was your plan. That hit deeper. A pause.
Then,
you built it, every step, every move.
His voice lowered. And when it went wrong, you disappeared.
Oliver's breathing slowed, controlled. I didn't disappear, he said.
I survived.
The man stepped closer now. So did we. The man glanced past Oliver, toward the direction of the town. She's nice, he said casually. That was it. That was the shift.
Oliver's entire posture changed.
Sharp, protective.
Don't.
Just one word, but it carried weight. The man noticed, and smiled.
That's new, he said.
You didn't care about anyone before. Oliver didn't respond.
Because this time,
it was true. We're not here to kill you, the man said. Not yet.
He didn't say it.
But it was there.
We're here to finish what you started.
Oliver's eyes narrowed. There's nothing left. The man reached into his pocket slowly, then held something out. Not a weapon. A small folded paper. Oliver didn't take it. What is it? Your past, the man replied. Oliver finally took the paper and folded it. His expression didn't change at first. Then, it did. Slightly. Enough. Because what he was looking at wasn't just a reminder. It was a timeline. Dates, locations, movements. Everywhere he had been. Every step he thought was hidden. Tracked. Watched. Known. You were never gone, the man said quietly. Silence settled again. Heavy this time. So what now? Oliver asked. The man stepped back slightly. Now. A small smile. We wait. For what? The man's eyes lifted slightly. Toward the distance. Toward something unseen. For the day you thought would save you. A pause. Then, we'll see you at the wedding. The man turned and walked away. Just like that. No rush. No fear. Because he didn't need to. Oliver stood there alone. The paper still in his hand. The street suddenly felt colder. Smaller. Trapped. For 6 years, he had been running. Changing names. Changing places. Changing himself. But none of it mattered. Because the truth was simple. And it was finally catching up to him. Later that night, Oliver sat in the dark. Harper asleep in the next room. Peaceful. Unaware. He looked down at the paper again. Then toward the door. Then back. A decision forming. Slowly. Dangerously. Because now he understood something he had been avoiding for years. Running wasn't going to save him. And staying would destroy her. Oliver didn't sleep. The paper was still in his hand when the sun came up. The same names. The same movements. The same quiet proof that everything he thought was hidden wasn't. He had read it too many times already. Every line felt closer now. Closer than it had any right to be. Slowly, he lowered it. The house was quiet. Too quiet. For a moment, he just sat there, listening, as if something might already be outside. Waiting, he stood and walked toward the bedroom. Harper was still asleep, peaceful, unaffected. Her breathing soft, steady, normal. Everything his life was supposed to be. Oliver stayed at the door longer than he should have. Because he knew something now. Something he hadn't wanted to admit. They weren't coming someday. They were already here. Morning, Harper said later, smiling faintly. Oliver nodded. Morning. Simple. Ordinary. Like every other day. But it wasn't. She studied him for a second. You didn't sleep, did you? He gave a small shrug. Just thinking. She stepped closer, about to say something else, then stopped, because even she could feel it now. Something was off, not visible, but there. Is it work? She asked. Oliver almost laughed. Work? If only it were that simple. Yeah, he said instead. I'll handle it. She nodded slowly, but she didn't look convinced, and for the first time, neither did he. By afternoon, Oliver had made up his mind. Not running, not hiding, not again. Because every time he ran, they followed. Every time he disappeared, they found him. So this time, he would be exactly where they expected him to be. The wedding came anyway, like nothing had changed, like everything was still on track. The church was filled with light, soft music, quiet voices, people smiling. It looked perfect, but it didn't feel perfect. Not to Oliver. Harper stood at the altar, calm on the outside, but her fingers were slightly tense, because she felt it again. That silence. Not peaceful, not comforting, heavy. Her eyes moved slowly across the room, and then stopped. At the back, a small group of men stood still, watching. Harper frowned slightly. They didn't belong. That much was clear. She turned her head slightly. Oliver. Her voice was quiet, uncertain, not knowing what she was asking, but needing something. Oliver didn't answer immediately, but when he looked at her, she saw it. Something she had never seen before. Recognition. Not fear, not confusion. Recognition. And that scared her more than anything else. One of the men stepped forward, slow, deliberate. The room shifted. Whispers started. People turning, trying to understand what was happening. But no one really did. Not yet. Oliver, what is going on? Harper whispered. This time, her voice was unsteady. He didn't look at her. They found me, he said quietly. She blinked. What does that mean? But he didn't answer, because there wasn't time anymore. The man stopped a few steps away, close enough, calm, like he had nowhere else to be. You chose a public place, he said. Oliver didn't respond, still thinking it would protect you. People were watching now, really watching. Confused, uneasy. Harper looked between them again. Who is that? She asked. Oliver finally turned slightly. Someone from before. Before what? She didn't know, but she knew it wasn't small. You left, the man said. Oliver nodded once. No denial. You thought that was enough. Silence. Then, no, Oliver said. It wasn't. That was new. Even the man noticed. Oliver stepped forward. Just one step. But it changed everything. No more running, he said. Clear, steady, final. For a moment, nothing moved. Then the man studied him. Really studied him. And slowly, he nodded. Good, the man said quietly. That's all this ever was. No shouting, no chaos, no violence, just closure. The men turned and walked away, just like that, as if the weight they brought was now his to carry. The church remained silent. No one understood, not fully, but everyone felt it. Something had just happened, something real. Harper turned to Oliver slowly, her eyes searching his face. Oliver, a pause. Who are you? This time, he didn't look away, didn't hide, didn't lie, because there was nowhere left to go. My name, he said quietly, isn't Oliver.